Hey Math 2 students, this is a quick video on the foundational standard that you see there for our first unit on conditional probability. If you're not working on conditional probability and you just need some help with basic fraction multiplication, this video should help you as well. So, the standard: apply and extend previous understandings of multiplication and division and of fractions to multiply and divide rational numbers. When we talk about rational numbers, that means anything. It could be a whole number, could be an integer, positive or negative, or it could be fractions. What we're specifically focusing on right now is fractions. So jumping into basic multiplication. Basic multiplication of fractions is very, very easy. All you do is multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 7 is 35, you're done. Easy. Now, division is a little more complicated, just a little bit, but it's not bad. Basic fraction division, what you're going to want to remember is 3 words: freeze, change, flip. And what I mean by that is the first fraction here, 4/9, stays the same. That's what I mean by freeze. Nothing changes. Change. I'm going to change my division to multiplication. And by the way, when we're in high school math, we use a dot for multiplication and not an x, because often an x gets confusing. It looks like a variable. So freeze, keeping 4/9 the same, changing division to multiplication. Flip, I'm going to take this second fraction and flip it over. Now it's a multiplication problem, just a basic one. So just like in the first one, we're just going to multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. 4 times 3 is 12. 9 times 2 is 18. Now, if you've worked with fractions for a while, you're probably looking at this and thinking, ooh, wait a minute, 12 over 18, I can reduce that. You're right. We can reduce that fraction down just a little bit. I can divide both of these by 6. That is the largest common factor, greatest common factor of both of those. If I take 12 divided by 6, I get 2. If I take 18 divided by 6, I get 3. So 2/3 or 12/18, those are equivalent to each other. But again, the key is freeze, freeze, change, change to multiplication, flip, flip the fraction over. Now, the only reason why this is complex is because we have bigger numbers that we're dealing with. So 5 times 7, 35. 6 times 8, 48. Any common factors? Nope, we're done. Perfect. Complex division. Again, this is only complex because it's bigger numbers. But we're going to freeze 3/8. We're going to change division to multiplication, and we're going to flip and make 12/5. Now, multiply straight across. 3 times 12. 36. 8 times 5 is 40. We can take both of those and divide by at least 4, and we would get 9/10. Now, we can actually also take a step back here. We can simplify, put it in lowest terms before we even multiply. If you look at this, we've got a 12 and an 8. Those are both divisible by 4. If I divide by 4, I get a 3. If I divide that by 4, I get a 2. And then if I multiply, 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 5 is 10. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.